Hey! What's up, guys? It's Ramsey with Ramsey vs. Comics with another CGC unboxing. Are you ready? Are you ready? Well, too bad. We're gonna do it anyway. Let's go.
Okay, people, let's do this one more time. My name is Ramsey. I'm a comic store owner. I organize conventions. I'm in a band, and I'm a lifelong pop culture fan. And I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by it every day of my life. Welcome to Ramsey vs. Comics.
All right, to keep with tradition around here, we're gonna use a sword to unbox this baby. And what sword are we gonna use? None other than White Claw. Longclaw. That's the one.
Ain't no laws when you're drinking claws, baby.
All right, let's see if I can do this. These swords aren't really, I don't know if you can tell, more for decoration, but I love swords, I love comics, and we're gonna try to do this anyway. Use a little sword magic there. All right, so Longclaw did the frickin' job, didn't it? All right. So once again, I sent some comics out to get pressed and graded. I sent them to get pressed at ImpressiveComicBooks.com with Gary Kendra, one of the best in the business. I'm really excited for one of the comics in here. I sent two really key, to me anyway, first appearances. There's probably way more in here, but two of them that I really was hoping to get a better grade. One of them, which is the one that I think is in here, was a 9.0, and I'm gonna cover it just to, make it a little more suspenseful. You can see right here, 9.0, right? Purchased off of eBay for like 90 bucks, and this comic book has been soaring. And then some other comic books that are that weren't in the best condition, I knew weren't gonna come back, anywhere near mint, but I still felt like they needed to be graded, key appearances as well. So I think this is gonna be one of them. Let's get started. Boom! This first one right here, well, let me move this way, is Iron Fist number 14, and it is the first appearance of Sabretooth. So this was printed in 1977, and it came back a 4.0 with off-white pages. And I can see why. It was in pretty bad shape. It still kind of is, but he was able to do straighten some of that out. But you can see, especially in this area and in the back, that it was pretty beat up. But nonetheless, I can say I have the first appearance of Sabretooth. There is also, check your collections in case you have this, a 35-cent variant. You can find a really useful tool called Key Collector on the App Store on your iPhone or Android phone, and they have a section that has 35-cent and other price variants that you can look for and check your collections, because those do go for a premium, so make sure you check them. All right, first Sabretooth appearance. I'm really happy. Cool, put it right here. Oh, and look, an invoice. Yay, how much was this? All right, so, okay, consigned now. Some dudes on there, don't care. All I care about is this next comic right here. And this one is a sequel to the one that I unboxed last time from CBCS. The difference was that this one, when I bought it, was not signed. So this one went to CGC. Anything that has been pre-signed, I sent to CBCS to be authenticated by their autograph authenticators. And this one was not autographed, but the back tells me, and should probably tell you a little bit about what it is. It is the first appearance of the Crow. Caliber presents #1 from 1989, off-white to white pages. Man, 9.2, not too bad. I see some really big stress lines right here along the staples in the back. So, okay, yeah, I agree with this grade. The black looks really good. Yeah, there's a crunch also on the top back corner where it might have been dropped at some point, but still, 9.2, not too bad. First appearance of the Crow, pretty cool. All right, so, Yes, this makes me happy. Makes me freaking happy. So happy that I'm gonna bust out this label and show you what this book was before. A 9.0 first appearance of Miles Morales, Spider-Man in Ultimate Fallout 4. So I sent a 9.0 to Gary to crack and press. And so this was back, I think, in November, December, January. I started to pick up Ultimate Fallout 4. Big fan of the Spider-Verse movie. Big fan of Miles. And I just wanted to have as many of these. I really felt they were underpriced. And I started picking some up. I picked up about 6, maybe 7. I think I sold one. And I picked them up pretty cheap. This 9.0 cost me about $90, I want to say, $90. And right now, a 9.0 is probably $400, $500 on eBay. Ever since they announced a PS4 video game with Miles starring in it, actually a couple weeks before that, we started seeing the climb. So people in the know started picking up that title, and that just shot up the price. So this used to be a 9.0. Used to have that Spider-Man label. I'm not a big fan of those colorful labels. I feel like they take away from the comic. But 9.0, what is it now? Oh yeah, damn right. 9.8 white pages. Thank you, Gary. I gave you a 9.0, something that was going down to very fine condition, and you pressed it and made a huge difference. It came back a 9.8, almost perfect comic. What is wrong with it? With 9.8, not very much, but it's just very hard to give a comic a 10.0. There's always something going on in the corners. Could be a bindery tear from when they're chopping the covers, at the printer. Could be little things like that. But something very problematic with this issue is that it was polybagged. So it was sold in a clear bag because they didn't want you to open it and spoil who was going to be Spider-Man. And that way you had to buy it, open it up, and probably as a gimmick to make you buy multiple copies, one to keep sealed, one to read, like they used to do to us in the 90s. But when they sent, after printing, right, they send this comic through another machine that seals them in plastic. And I imagine, these things are going on a conveyor belt, and then this, these hands just go slap a plastic on it, and then something goes zzz, and heat seals it on the back. Well, that machine left a big indentation along the back of every book. So should I be telling you guys this? Because I could probably pick up a lot more cheaper on eBay, lower grades, and press them up to a 9.8 like I did this one. Look at that. Look at that difference. Check your books. If you see an indentation, and you can look at it sideways, if it's already encapsulated, you'll see the indentation right in the middle. If you can get that pressed out by a professional presser, you're definitely going to pick up your grade. So 9.0 to a 9.8, this is most triumphant. Yes. All right, what's next? What's next? I don't even know what else is in here, but I don't even recognize the back of this cover. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, so this is a pretty cool comic that had been at the store for a long time. One of our longtime customers traded it in for some store credit, and it was on our wall. It was just hanging out for a long time, but it was a little pricey. It is Chew #1. So it would have probably graded also like a 9.0 or something like that after pressing a 9.8, nearly perfect Chew #1. So the premise of this is he's a detective, and he can, see memories when he eats the flesh of the victims, or something along those lines. Check it out. Chew #1. There's a new series called Chew, CHU #1, that just came out a couple weeks ago. They might be, #2 might have just come out. Check that one out too. Chew #1. All right, so this comic is straight white in the back. Oh, another cool Image comic. Saga #1 did not come back as high as the last Saga I sent. This one came back a 9.6, and I don't know why. It looks great. I see a few spine ticks, but I don't think they break color. Maybe it could go another round through the press just to make sure all those come out. But a 9.6, not bad. Saga #1, another great image book that you need to own and have in your collection. At some point, that's gonna be a movie or a Netflix series or something, and you're gonna regret not doing it. All right, what's next? Oh, okay. So here is something else I got in a trade. I had a customer who came in, who used to shop at our store back in the day, and he would pick up variants, and I believe he said he picked this one up at our store when it first came out, and it is a sketch cover of a pretty important issue. This issue basically launched Miles Morales. If this issue hadn't happened, we wouldn't have Miles, and it is the death of Ultimate Spider-Man. So Ultimate Comics launched in the, late 90s, early 2000s, and it was a modernized version of the heroes we know and love. So Peter Parker, instead of growing up in the 60s, grew up in the 2000s, I guess. And it was a really good run by Brian Michael Bendis and Mark Bagley, however you pronounce his name. So this was a sketch cover done by Joe Quesada, and it's him being walked into heaven by Uncle Ben, which is really, really cute. Back in the Ultimate Universe, Uncle Ben had like a little ponytail. It was kind of a little hippie-ish there. Ultimate Spider-Man 160 came out in 2011. Death of Peter Parker Spider-Man. This is the Virgin cover. 9.6. Man, I don't see anything wrong with this. 9.6, not bad, not perfect, but definitely cool. Maybe if we send this one off to get yet another press, sometimes it does take multiple presses to get every imperfection out. And sometimes it doesn't come out in the first one. Sometimes you got to spend days working on a book. And, you know, some presses just don't have that time. Hence, I've bought some presses and I'm working on pressing my own books, especially moderns. And, to really work on them and really spend the time that could be needed on some of them to really, help it go up that half a grade or a full grade. In this case, I don't know, it could probably go up to a 9.8 at least, but I just don't see what's wrong. Unless maybe there was some kind of a problem on the inside, but the corners are perfect and sharp. I don't see anything wrong with it. This is too nice to not be way higher, and like I said, it could have been a production problem, something inside, maybe one of the pages as it was coming through the press got smeared or got bent, stuff like that does count against your grade. Maybe it was miscut on the inside. Sometimes the papers are a little bit folded and they get cut the wrong way, but apparently something was wrong with it, and that grader who must have been blind, I'm just venting. Gave it a 9.6. I know I'm complaining about 2 points, but I was really hoping for more 9.8s. I was hoping this would be a 9.8. I was hoping Saga would be a 9.8. I did not expect, First Miles to be a 9.8. I was thinking this would be maybe like a 9.4, but yeah, I agree with their assessment. Whoever graded this was pretty much spot on. But yeah, that's my CGC haul for today. So that's it, but it's not it. I want to give you free stuff. Do you want free stuff? Because I want to give it to you. I have some comics in my possession that I think you might like. If you want to win something free, all you got to do is comment down below something about this video. Tell me what you thought about these. Do you own these comics? Do you like CGC? Do you hate CGC? Do you like graded comics? Do you, I don't know, whatever. Comment down below, participate, and you could win. It's that simple. So last time, Tracy Price won a Marvel Comics 1000 Venom cover. It was an exclusive cover through Unknown Comics. And so Tracy needs to hit me up. And just like you will, hit me up on my social media. The links are below in the, not in the comments, in the description. If you win, you need to message me on one of those and send me your address, or I can never send you your stuff. So we had a winner who won this bad boy up here. We had 2 winners, as a matter of fact. 2 winners that won this G.I. Joe awesome Snake Eyes, and it was an exclusive through Hasbro Pulse. Hold on, I'm gonna open it. It'll open at some point. Oh, there it goes. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Again, with these folded posters. And anyway, so it's a very different version than you may have seen in stores. All black, really cool, different paint job, extra weapon, so a really cool item. So one of the 2 people won it, and one of the guys claimed his prize, and he now is in possession of this. The other one did not. So if you guys don't contact me, I'll probably give you like a month, you know, to watch my videos. The point is for you guys to watch the videos, see if you won, and we build up a rapport, we build up a community. You win free stuff, I send it to you, everybody's happy. But if you don't hit me up, you don't get your stuff, and I'm gonna have to give this to somebody else. You had your chance. So if you're not watching my videos repeatedly, well, then you're not gonna know you won, and then somebody else will take your place. So some people have claimed their stuff, others have not. I'm gonna say it's probably 60% of the people have not claimed their prizes. So if you want to win, comment down below, participate in these videos, become part of the Ramsey Versus community, and I will send you some cool stuff. So what is it gonna be next time? It's a surprise. Comment down below. It could be a first appearance. It could be something cool. It could be an exclusive comic. It could be this G.I. Joe Snake Eyes classified exclusive through Hasbro Pulse. We don't know. I don't know yet. Comment down below. So that's all for Ramsey Versus Comics CGC unboxing with Longclaw. And again, really happy. Where's that label? Where's that damn label? There it is. Really happy that Gary was able to turn this 9.0 into a 9.8. You see, folks, pressing does work. And I'm gonna be doing some videos of my journey learning to press. So I've pressed a few comics with success. Read a couple books, one called CPR, which is a really great book. Actually, there's 2 books, and the other one's called Comic Book Pressing, I think, or something like that. I got them both on Amazon. It's probably kept me from making a ton of mistakes on my journey to pressing. So I'm gonna start filming that and showing you guys what it takes to kind of press comics, and maybe you guys wanna learn how to do it. Or maybe you guys are like, man, I'd just rather pay a professional, you know, 15 bucks and have my book pressed. So either way, I'm gonna learn. I wanna spend a lot of time on some of my books and just to see how much of a grade bump I can get. A 9.6, you know, is probably $400 maybe cheaper than a 9.8, maybe more. So, you know, spending a day, you know, or 2, you know, on a book just to give it a few more presses the right way could totally raise the value of your collection. So I'm gonna learn. If you wanna go on the journey with me, tune in, and remember, comment below and you'll win some cool stuff. This is Ramsey Versus out. All right, I need something from all you guys out there. I want you to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know when the next What's in the Box is coming at you. Watch out.